Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. I know, it's the year of the technical difficulty. Last week it was grinds my gears. This week Joe hurt his back, so we couldn't get into the office. But look, I'm here, me and my Geno'S award. Thank you, Gio. I never really thanked you for that. You're great. And follow that. There's going to be a Geno'S app. You can watch these every week. But that's it, people. I know you're excited. We had a 1-3 rough start, but let's get right to it. But first, you know what really grinds my gears, people? America's Got Talent. I watched it this week, and I can get past Howie Mandel pretending that he was ever a comedian or a talented anything in the business, but I can't believe they let Tom Cotter lose to those Latte dogs. Tom Cotter proved he was exactly what America's Got Talent is looking for. A brilliant comedian who keeps his act fresh and dynamic. One week he roasts the judges. Another week he sits there and let Howie pick a topic, and he's just fun and great to watch. What do the Latte dogs do? They just roll and flip over and over again. And remember, the winner of this gets a Vegas act. So why would you go all the way to Vegas to watch three annoying dogs run around and yap at each other when the E! Network airs 5 hours of the Kardashians every day? Please, America, you made the wrong choice. Let's get to the picks. Okay, my first pick, people. The Raiders are giving 2.5 to the Dolphins in Miami. Yes, this is one of those games where the Raiders are basically playing a 10 a.m. game, equivalent of that after flying across the country. And yes, they're playing on a short week because they lost that game to the Chargers Monday night. I'll get to the air quotes. But anyone who watched the Dolphins get trounced by the Texans knows they're worse than they look. And anyone who watched the abortion of the loss by the Raiders Monday night knows that they only lost that game because they lost their long snapper John Condon early to a concussion. And his backup Travis Goth was abysmal. On 3 consecutive snaps, he rolled the ball to Leckler, who got crushed. Short field for the Chargers. Then he worried so much about rolling the ball to Leckler that he forgot to block. Leckler got crushed. Short field for the Chargers. Then he worried so much about missing the block that he forgot how to snap again and rolled it to Leckler. 3 bad snaps, 3 loss on down, 3 field goals by the Chargers because Chargers coach Norv Turner is as gutless as the Raiders defense is good. And how do you think Tannehill is going to do against the Raiders defense? Here's what worries me about Tannehill. Not his picks, not his incompletions. It's the fact that he can't get the ball past the line of scrimmage. The kid's middle name should be Morse. He telegraphs every throw. Here's the bad news, Miami. Tannehill will be back under center. Kids gotta learn. Here's the good news, Raiders. You have a new guy at center for long snapper. It's some kid out of Tennessee, but I'll tell you it's not. It's not Travis Goth, who I don't even want to have to look at him moping on the sideline anymore. Did anyone see him? Dude, the kid on the sideline, he looked like Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph if he'd lost his beard. He's got this, his hat, I mean. He's got this beard, this mustache. It's the ugliest beard I've seen on a snapper since Cloris Leachman's wardrobe malfunction on Dancing with the Stars. People, I'll tell you to take in this one, the Raiders lay the 2.5. All right, my next pick, people. Let's try something new with Geno's Picks. The Chiefs are traveling to Orchard Park to play the Bills, and the total on this one is 45. I said it in my NFL preview, asked it actually, why are people calling the Chiefs a sleeper? Sure, they got back Jamal Charles on offense and Barry, the safety, on defense, but they still have Castle at QB. And what can Barry do at safety when teams are pounding the ball on the ground down Casey's throat because they're up by 15? Exactly. I see a long season for the Chiefs and Matt Castle, who, by the way, completed only 5 passes to his wideouts this past Sunday. Meanwhile, in Buffalo, there's Ryan Fitzpatrick, who must have torn a rotator cuff signing a 7-year, $62.195 million contract. Or maybe he bruised his ribs laughing hysterically when he got to the part that said, with a $10 million signing bonus. He leads a joke of an offense. And if anyone watched that game Sunday, they saw that all 4 of their TDs were ridiculous. 3 of the Bills' TDs were garbage, and the one in the second quarter on the long run by Spiller was where the Jets forgot to tackle, people. Let me tell you, this isn't a battle of the 2 most offensive teams in the NFL. This is a battle between the 2 most offensive teams to the NFL. Oh yeah, people, one other thing. Tomby Hall is back to torture Fitzpatrick all day. You know what I like in this one, people? I like the under 45. All right, which brings me to my lock of the week, people. The Ravens are getting 2.5 from the Eagles in Philly. Let me tell you, Michael Vick looked awful He looked like a guy that had only played four series in preseason in the opener at Cleveland, where the only reason you forget that he threw 4 picks is because Brandon Whedon threw 5. Sure, Philly has the home field in this, and that means a lot, but not only is Baltimore pretty close to Philly, half hour down I-95, well, hour and a half down I-95, but Joe Flacco was born and raised in the Philly area, and I think he's going to play great in front of the hometown fans. And this game is basically going to be decided by the better QB. And while Michael Vick looked like the player we all thought he could be when he came out of prison and he was adjusted mentally, he simply hasn't gotten better than that player. Meanwhile, Joe Flacco continues to improve with every snap. It's almost like Flacco is really studying game films and Vic is not. But of course, in Vic's defense, have you ever tried to watch a film with black people? Exactly. Vic is watching the film on Tuesday like anyone who bet the Eagles was watching the live game on Sunday. Both staring at the screen, looking at number 7 and screaming, "Oh no, you didn't." People, I love the Ravens in this one. Take the Ravens and the 2.5. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night bet. Falcons are getting 3 in Atlanta versus Peyton Manning and the Colts. I mean Broncos. I mean some kind of horsey. People, the Falcons come back after their usual one-of-them playoff loss last week by pummeling the Chiefs in KC. Meanwhile, Peyton Manning just won his home opener against the stout Pittsburgh defense. So who do you take in this one? Well, I think the defenses are a toss-up, as both are pretty good. So you just need to ask yourself which offense you like better. The young squad of the Falcons playing at home, where Matty Ice and his new favorite target, second-year receiver Julio Jones, has a staggering 25-4 record in the Georgia Dome, or the Broncos, whose backfield of Manning and McGee have seen more surgeries in the past 3 seasons than we've seen on Grey's Anatomy in the past 8, people. My money is on the Falcons. Take Atlanta, lay the 3. Those are Geno's picks.